Hi guys! As promised, I recorded my experience of the BTS concert. Unfortunately, looks like my phone was against me because on all the videos facing me there's no sound, and it's the same case for a couple of the videos facing forwards. On the bright side, most of the ones that were filming like the actual concert turned out fine. So we're gonna try something a little bit different, hopefully it still works out. I'm just gonna explain what happened here and like insert little clips as we go. I've seen people doing concert experience vlogs like this anyway, so hopefully it will still be fun. It's not exactly what I expected, but we'll make do. Hope that you enjoy. The BTS concert came at like the perfect time for me because I just had my last uni exam on the Thursday, and one of my friends who was also coming to the concert actually ended up being free on the Saturday too, so we decided to go to the pop-up shops that were around. So we started off with the BT21 shop. We got there for like 10:30 when it opened at 10, so I didn't realise how much of a queue there would be already, but we were waiting for like an hour. I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. Like, I hadn't checked what things were available. I was just happy to go and check it out. And actually it ended up being a really nice experience. So I'll put a few pictures around here. Like, it was really fun. They had like cardboard cutouts of all the characters, and although I went in not expecting to buy anything, I came out with a few things. I was walking around just appreciating, enjoying, and then my friend told me they have mugs, and I was like, I don't think you could replicate the look that was in my eyes, like the crazed look, because if you don't know, I like basically collect mugs. I have a little bit of an obsession, and so as soon as she said there was mugs, I was like, what, where? And I bought myself a mug. I haven't brought it with me to uni, but I'll put a little picture here. And I also got a top. Wait, let me show you. This was one of the London exclusive ones, so I'm pretty sure that it's not available online, but I just thought it was really cool because it just says London on the front. It's like quite understated, and then on the back it's like all the characters are posing in front of the London telephone box. I just thought it was adorable, and it's merch without being like overt merch, and I needed a new top anyway. I need more clothes, so I was like, this is perfect. This is the universe telling me I need more BTS things. So in some of the later clips you can see me wearing this. After that we went and got some bubble tea and then headed over to the other K-pop pop-up shop. I said before we went in, like, I'm probably not going to get anything because everything was really pricey, but we just wanted to go for the experience anyway. So we went in and it was so nice. Like, they were playing BTS music videos and people were like doing the fan chants along with it, and some people went up and they were dancing in front, and like the atmosphere was just really nice. And I got a couple of pictures with the things. Oh, I saw those dolls, the like dolls that they made. They're not very realistic, but it was still nice to see them in real life. Anyway, I ended up buying a BTS pen for £4 just because I wanted the bags that came with it as well. I think it's a really nice bag. Moving on to the concert experience. We got there around 5. There were these big billboards of the boys like as you were walking down. There were people giving out like free gifts and stuff before it started. It was just the most pure thing, I swear. Like, there were little envelopes saying BTS on, and it was, oh, it was such a wholesome moment. Like, you were walking along and people were giving you photo cards, and like, I'll show a couple of the things that I got here. They were just so cute, and like handmade gifts and like printed out things, and it was like, I'm the one I should love in this world, and like quotes and stuff, and just really feel good. Oh my gosh, it made me so happy. It was so cute, and like, it was so nice seeing armies supporting other armies and not just BTS, but like everyone getting together, and it really felt like a community to me in that moment. I haven't experienced anything like that.
Can you show your tiny kid?
I was confused. I was like, why do I have bricks? And then it's like, am I biased? I love the wall.
So we got some food, headed inside. The pre-concert buzz was incredible. Also, my spirits were really high at this point because even though me and my friends had seats in different sections of the same block, we actually ended up being able to sit all together because one of my friends agreed to swap with someone and someone else like didn't turn up for their seat. So like, we got to sit in a row of 4, which was already so much better than we were expecting. So I got to have that experience with all my friends. Oh, it was a great day. I'm really happy. Anyway, on to the actual concert, the bit that you've been waiting for. So they did like a little VCR thing before the whole concert started. I don't know if they did this in every place, but like when it started, my sister was like, oh, I think your friend was right about Dionysus being first, and like then they came on and that was one of my favourite songs from the new album. Okay, my two favourite songs from the new album were Dionysus and Microcosmos, and that was like the beginning song and the opening song of the whole evening, so like it was really good for me. I'm getting ahead of myself talking about the ending already. Let's go through this step by step. They opened with Dionysus. Again, my camera did not record the sound on it, but just trust me that it was really good. I'm sure you can watch fan cams in other places. This was just my experience. I really enjoyed that. And then it was so nice when they came up like to the kind of closer mini stage thing, because I could see them a lot better from where we were sitting. But it was quite funny because when they did Not Today, I know that the choreo is really intense, but like when I was just looking at them on the stage, like even with all the backing dancers, they just looked so small and it looked kind of anticlimactic, and I was like, that's just funny, like how you can be that. But I mean, as soon as I looked at the screen, I was like, wow, they're putting so much into that. I don't know, it's just funny seeing it at in a different way, because when you watch like fan cams or official performances, obviously you just see like close-ups and stuff, whereas on stage I was like, oh, they're so small. They came on, they did their little talking bits. Oh my gosh, their English has improved so much, I'm just saying. For a lot of these clips I was just enjoying, so I'll just show you what I got and I'll come back when I have something to add. Solo song was great. I felt kind of annoyed because there was this moment which I really wish I'd captured on camera, where like everyone was chanting J-Hope, J-Hope, and he took out his earpiece, and when he heard it, like I've seen this happen in a couple of other concerts, but I haven't seen his reaction be that extreme before. He did like a quadruple take, I swear. He was looking around like, whoa, and it was so nice seeing him be appreciated that much. Like me and a couple of my friends were saying we feel like he maybe thinks he's less appreciated out of all the members, and like that's such a shame because he is still really talented and like people do love him, you know, like we love all of them, and it was really nice seeing him be recognised in that way as well. But yeah, there were times all throughout the concert where people were chanting like individual names, and like, oh, there were so many people, and like the atmosphere, oh. Okay, I hope that my videos that I took can like get across to you how great the atmosphere was. Apologies if you hear just like this high-pitched screeching over the top, that is probably me. My voice gets like 3 octaves higher when I'm yelling at a concert apparently. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. I've watched some of the videos back and I was like, oh, who's that annoying person yelling in my video? And I was like, that's me. So good luck. Jungkook's was so funny because, so if you didn't know, in Euphoria there's this fan chant, like a fan-made fan chant. Everyone was singing it, and usually in the videos I took I realised you can't really hear the fan chants that much, but in this one you can hear it, especially my friend next to me was like yelling it so loudly. It was so funny. flying in part of the performance, and I was like, is there anything he can't do? In case it wasn't obvious, I'm a Jungkook stan, just putting that out there. Also Suga, I couldn't choose a bias, so like, I also felt really guilty at the concert because I was wearing my Jungkook shirt, but it was too hot for my Suga jumper, so I was just like, I love you both. Also maybe that's why I was like overcompensating a little bit. Every single time Suga had a verse, I was just like yelling. So again, if you hear annoying screaming, that's me. I'm sorry, I was just having fun. Okay, there was a bit where they did like this Harry Potter skit and I didn't expect it, and it was just like, it was really weird but so entertaining. I was just laughing at them like, what are you doing? Oh, and they kept putting on British accents as well. I didn't notice at first because like they just sounded like me, but watching some of the videos back, at one point I think it was Jungkook who said like, I can't, and then corrected himself to like, I can't, and I was like, whoa, that was so thoughtful. Like it's cute, I don't know. Yeah, the Hogwarts bit was like so random, especially because of how loud the whole stadium was. I was like translating bits of it to my sister because she couldn't really hear it properly even with the mics, and so she was just looking at me after everything like, what did they say? And I was like, they're saying some of the members came from Hogwarts.
Yeah, I'm ready. Army, are you ready? Yeah!
Okay, last instrument. This will make you happy and fun. Army?
Okay, let's go. Are you ready? Pop her up! I miss it. Pop her up! Pop her up! Professor?
Yeah.
That's once. You did it. Okay. Professor Sugar? You guys have me say? Are you ready to have more fun? Have more fun? One more time. Make some noise!
They did like a little montage type thing. They sang Dope and that's like the song that got me into them. It's so good. I didn't get any footage of Dope because I was just enjoying it far too much. And then they did Pepsi and I never thought I would get to see that live, and I just like, me and my friend freaked out like when we heard a few of the notes come on. We just looked at each other like, is it? Is that what's about to happen? And it did, and I was like freaking out. I honestly think I scared my sister a bit because I turned to her like trying to help her join in because like she wasn't as enthusiastic as I was. I think that's just because I go like really hype at concerts and she's more of like a quiet enjoyer, but I was looking at her, is that dang? And like the look in my eyes, I was like, I honestly felt like a little bit insane at the concert, but like in a really good way.
어느 세상
I enjoyed Seesaw so much. I feel like I enjoyed it more this time because like I got to see them in October. I haven't mentioned that. I actually saw them in October, but like I don't know why I enjoyed Seesaw so much more this time. Like the staging, the set was so pretty for everything. Seriously, the amount of planning that had gone into it, and like the background and like the colours and like everything was so well thought out. This next moment, a lot of you may have heard about already. I know I've seen it like recommended to me on YouTube, but I was there and I can't believe I got to be a part of it. I don't know who arranged it, but basically while we were waiting for the encore, this message appeared on the screen saying to surprise the boys, when the words "Army Sing" come up on the screen, we're all going to sing "Young Forever." And it was actually quite funny because there was a bit which said "Army Time," and quite a lot of people started singing "Young Forever," and then "Make It Right" started, like the music came on and they started singing, and we were looking around at each other like, what just happened? Did it not go as it was supposed to? And then we realised it said "Army Time," not "Army Sing," and then I was like, oh no, we've ruined the surprise, but it was fine. I don't think they noticed. I mean, they had their earpieces on, it's all good. But that was kind of awkward and funny, but yeah.
You are the light to our night. Please listen. Let's go.
We got given this, so it says, "To guide the souls in this galaxy, you made us a map with your melody." So with a melody, what I can't read, whatever. And we all held that up during Make It Right. I'm honestly not entirely sure what the purpose was because like the lights were dark and they couldn't see it, but I mean it was nice. We were holding it and like it was cute, and it meant that I have a kind of mini poster thing to put on my wall when I got back, so I was happy. So after Make It Right, when they were doing like their closing comment,
"This is real, unforgettable night."
I was just a little Korean boy. But now, I became someone's love, someone's proud. You are the answer, Army.
it was already so emotional, and then the words "Army Sing" came up, and it had like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the music of "Young Forever" had started in the background, and then like we started singing and the lyrics were up on the screen. The whole stadium was full of it. think everyone's like holding it together until Jungkook comes on the screen and he's like crying. Some people stop singing and you just hear like the whole crowd go like, oh! Then Jimin was really emotional. I think he was crying as well, and like they seemed so genuinely moved.
I was not supposed to cry today.
이래서 여러분들 안 사랑할래야 안 사랑할 수 없는 것 같으시죠?
I can't help loving you guys, Army.
제가 너무 크게 위로를 받은 곡이에요.
This song helped me a lot when I was really young.
Oh, there was one bit where afterwards in the speech, Jin said something about like, I'm pretty sure he meant more like the music and like the way that we'd sung it kind of gave him life. Is maybe more how I would translate it, but the translator was just like, I feel alive now, and I was like, Jin, were you dead before? So we were just like, wow, before this moment, Jin was just like not here. But anyway, it was, they really seemed to appreciate it so much, and like, it was amazing to be part of something like that, like seeing it recommended to me later, but knowing I was actually there. It was just incredible. I felt so honoured to be a part of that. When Microcosmos came on at the end, I feel like everyone was so emotional, and also like it was one of my favourite songs from the album, and my friend I was sat next to, it was her favourite song as well, and so like we were just yelling so loud. As well, they had fireworks come up, which I did not expect. Like, what was their budget? Oh my god, no wonder the tickets were expensive. But anyway, like it was so cool, and it was such like an amazing ending, you know, how just like the fireworks, and it's like so much celebration. After the concert was over, we stopped at the side. One of my friends had another friend at the concert who couldn't sit with us, and so we were seeing whether she'd be able to meet up with us. We realised it would be too complicated, but I was glad we stopped, because while we were there, I think some people who'd had gifts to give out to other ARMY like still had some left at the end, so they came up to us and just like gave us some things. I got like a Polaroid of Jungkook and Taehyung together, and I was like, oh, that's so cute, and like a rare selfie between the two of them, and like it was just, honestly, it was such a nice experience. Even at the end, when we were all queuing to leave, you know how they do crowd control and they have like, please wait as a sign and then go. So while it was on please wait, someone just got out the speaker and started playing BTS songs, and everyone was singing along, and oh, I didn't get a clip of it, but especially in Spring Day when the chorus came on, it was so loud. There must have been like at least 30 people all singing like all around us, probably more, but I don't want to overestimate, and like, yeah, even while we were queuing to like get out and get back home, the atmosphere was still so lively and incredible. Like, I haven't experienced anything like it. It was such a special experience. So yeah, I got home and I was really tired and I just went to sleep, and then the next day I visited one of my friends and we watched over our concert clips, and like, oh, I wish I could play you some of hers, but they're such bad quality, but it's so funny. You can just hear us yelling over every single song, and like it's kind of scary at points, like how loud we were. I was actually surprised that they didn't do more songs from their new album. I hadn't looked up the set list or anything because I wanted everything to be a surprise. I get why they didn't want to do Persona, because like they all had their own individual songs anyway, but I was a bit surprised that like they didn't do the other 6 ones that they had. Like they didn't do Jamais Vu or home. So it would have been nice to see those, but at the same time I enjoyed the whole experience anyway. That would be my one little critique thing if I had one, but to be honest they put on such a good show. Like, I mean, I was happy. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog thing. It was a little bit random, but I really wanted to share the experience with you guys, especially as a lot of people either aren't in the right country to be able to go, or like it's too expensive because it is really pricey, and like not everyone gets a chance. So hopefully this gave you more insight as to what it was like and let you be part of it a little bit more. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Do keep an eye out for more of my videos because I'm now done with exams and I'm preparing lots, and I'm so excited for the summer. So like, oh, remember to subscribe. If this is your first video you've seen of me, hi, greetings. This isn't my usual type of thing, but I'd be happy to do more sorts of things like this if you want. But yeah, subscribe, share if you want to share the experience with more people. Give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy, because it would be really nice to know whether you like this sort of thing. And anyway, I will let you go now. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!